and a warm welcome to Circle of Cricket Fans Hangout. मैं हूँ इमाम शरीफ. Match number 55 just got completed, and thanks to match number 55, we have finally seen two more qualifiers. So after playing the IPL for 55 days, on the 55th day, we get two more qualifiers after Mumbai Indians. So RCB and Delhi Capitals both are qualified. But talking about the result, if you have just seen or switching on your television, Delhi Capitals have beaten RCB. They have smashed RCB. मतलब they have मस्का से मार दिया और बहुत ही डिस्डेन के साथ मार दिया. RCB के कैप्टन खुश थे कि वो क्वालिफाई कर गए हैं, but still fourth loss in a row for RCB. To talk about the game and of course the entirety of IPL, I have with me three guests tonight, which is really nice to see. We have Sunny, Keshav and Samkit. Guys, welcome to the show. Samkit, first of all, congratulations. I'll come to you. Your team has qualified at number 2. Keshav Bhuria का prediction गलत साबित होता हुआ नजर आ रहा है कि उसको लगता था आज वो खुश होता कि दिल्ली नॉकआउट हो जाती क्योंकि उसका एक और prediction correct हो जाता. But how are you feeling?
Talking to me or Samkit?
Yes, Sunny, तेरे से ही बात कर रहा हूँ. तेरी टीम qualify करी है ना. So we'll start with you.
No, I heard Samkit. So yeah,
no,
for
actually,
me,
Imam said, Samkit, congratulations, your
Yeah,
team.
Yeah. And I was like, Mumbai's first, man.
Sunny, congratulations. All right, Sunny, all yours, buddy.
Yep. Thank you, Imam Bhai, for that, and I hope that your teams make it to the top 4 tomorrow. And let's hope for a Delhi SRH final now. We can finally hope for that.
Oh man, that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. So Keshav has joined us again tonight as usual. Keshav, your thoughts about the game, buddy? Not a great game to be honest, but still.
My prediction can still come true. मैंने बोला था Delhi final नहीं पहुंचेगी. That can still come true. By the way.
You said finals नहीं खेलेंगे रे बाबा.
नहीं final का कहा था मैंने. सनी से वापस कंफर्म कर लो आप.
सनी बोल.
मैं बता रहा हूँ, इसने पहले ये बोला था कि वो अगर शायद प्लेऑफ्स तक पहुंच भी जाएं तो आई हैव अ फीलिंग वो फाइनल तो खेलेंगे नहीं.
ओके, तो प्लेऑफ्स तक पहुंच भी जाए मतलब इसको डाउट था, लेकिन इसका डाउट दिल्ली कैपिटल्स ने गलत साबित कर दिया. नंबर 2 पे क्वालिफाई हुए हैं भाई.
नहीं तो अगर आज हार भी जाते तो देयर वाज जैसे आरसीबी हार गया, so there was still a chance for them to go through.
No, but I think they are not.
But now we have 2 chances.
They are not as shameless as Virat is. Let me put it very bluntly. He was smiling his way to glory after losing the 4th game in a row. And I feel bad today for Kings 11 Punjab. If Kings 11 Punjab just would have won yesterday, they had just had to win. Forget about the net run rate. Even after the win tonight, Kings 11 Punjab's net run rate is higher in spite of the loss yesterday. They would have still qualified instead of an RCB. And this guy wouldn't have been smiling then. But, nonetheless, Samkit is also here.
It's a strange tournament. It's a strange tournament because CSK winning 3 on the trot at the end is almost at the bottom of the table. RCB losing 4 on the trot at the end almost finishes second. What a strange tournament this has been.
Exactly. I think, Samkit, it also goes to show that this is the most competitive IPL that has been ever played, because you had a team, look at the bottom. That bottom team could have been easily at number 2 position if things would have, one game would have gone their way. That shows how competitive this IPL was, Samkit.
Yeah, definitely, Imam. So yesterday, RR had the ample opportunities to qualify. Coming back to today's game, so I think both Delhi and Bangalore played it way too safe today. They did not take any risk at all. So all they wanted was either win closely and take it to the end. So even from the first innings where RCB batted, so they were off to a slow start. They couldn't hit it in the end, and I think they were 15 runs short in the end. And the way Delhi could have easily won it in 17 overs, and they should have definitely gone for it. I don't know why, but I'm happy that RCB is still in the running.
I'll tell you, Samkit, you hit the nail on the head. You're absolutely right. Both the teams tonight, when they walked into that stadium, both of them played like a number 7 and number 8 team playing against each other, trying not to finish at the bottom of the table. it was giving me a feeling of that kind, because both of the, it's like वो जो boxing match होते हैं ना, तो boxers क्या करते हैं, एक दूसरे को मतलब यूं डराते रहते हैं, but जाने वो they don't go for it. Similarly tonight, both the teams are doing the same thing. Either of them didn't want to take the first chance. They're like, play it safe, play it safe, play it safe. I would have loved to seen one of them losing badly here, because if you play like that, it absolutely. And look at the other team, Chennai Super Kings. They played like Super Kings, man. Yes, the last 3 games they have been on top of their game. They won by 9 wickets. They won by 8 wickets. They have destroyed the opposition, and still they don't qualify. That angers me tonight, because, and it's not like the Arnab Goswami angers me tonight. मेरे को daily गुस्सा नहीं आता है. मेरे को आज गुस्सा इसलिए आ रहा है क्योंकि चेन्नई जैसी इतनी अच्छी टीम जिसने इतना अच्छा खेला है towards the end, वो qualify नहीं कर रही है. Kings 11 पंजाब की टीम, Sunny, who should have been there after that 5 dramatic matches, back-to-back matches, and you still see a team like RCB qualifying in number 3 spot. Do you think that's a deserving thing because they played better initially?
Well, if I have to say something, both Delhi and RCB played well initially, and towards the end, both lost a lot of matches. As you mentioned, both I think lost 4 matches on a trot. But as far as I know, I don't see RCB as a deserving team for the playoffs. I still feel a team like KXIP or CSK would have been much better. When it comes to the playoffs, so it would have been much more competitiveness in the playoffs. We could have seen that.
Imam, just to
yes, Ankit. Yeah.
Just to add to that, I think this IPL no teams deserve to come to top 4. You have seen very bad patches of a lot of teams in this.
MI.
So if you see KKR, they were MI excluded. So if you see KKR, they were handed 2 matches like in their hands by CSK and KXIP. Punjab lost so many matches like they could have won very easily. Yes, there was a factor from the umpires, like the short run, that is hurting them. But they still had more opportunities that they lost themselves. So almost every team were like, "Tum aage jao, hame nahi jana." Everyone was like that.
Very well said. पहले आप type लखनऊ की गाड़ी.
And I think that's the reason why MI made it to the playoffs for the they were the first team to make it to the playoffs.
But I have to give it to them, guys.
And surprisingly,
Mumbai Indians. Yeah.
And surprisingly, like we have 6 teams with negative net run rate. It shows it.
Yeah, you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened behind that. Keshav, you would, we can recall that initially when the game started and we had this hangouts, we were talking about net run rates back then itself. अरे आज बहुत बड़ी defeat हो गई, इनके net run rate को effect होगा. But teams then said कि अरे यार 14 मैचेस है यार, ठीक है, एक आध मैच हार गए तो क्या हुआ. So, and MS Dhoni in the second post-match presentation, he said, I am trying to give chances to youngsters. That's what he used the phrase. Kevin Peterson was so angry. He said, how can even MS talk like that? Because he's talking as if he is through to the playoffs. ऐसे नहीं होता है भाई, ये IPL है, ये T20 cricket है. You need to be at the top of your game.
And also, I remember Keshav defending MSD there कि यार अभी थोड़ा net run rate की problem बाद में ना आए, तो इसलिए वो वैसा खेल रहे थे second game में.
Yeah,
the 3 sixes in the end.
वही तो हुआ. वही था ये ना. ये तो तूने केशव के हाथ में बंदूक देके मार.
Imam Dhoni is so visionary that he hit those 3 sixes so that Chennai could come 7th in the eventually and not in 8th.
So Keshav, jokes apart, but
all the good work of Dhoni was later on nullified by Kedar Jadhav playing test innings a couple of times.
Kedar Yadav has become more famous than Umesh Yadav, and Umesh Yadav has apparently is thinking of filing a case against us. Why have we stopped talking about him on Circle of Cricket Fans Hangout? Because he used to be a regular feature, but after Kedar Jadhav, I think Kedar Yadav has taken the spotlight. So we have been only talking about Kedar Jadhav. But jokes apart, Keshav, I'm sure as a fan, as a true fan of CSK, you would have been hurting tonight. Because if you see the way RCB played, man, I think they don't deserve to be in the top 4. Chennai Super Kings would have done an excellent job if they would have reached at number 4, knowing the capability they have. but at the end of the day, they don't qualify. Your thoughts about RCB qualifying, and do you see a future for RCB in this tournament, the next games?
यार देखो जब नॉकआउट में टीम्स जाती है ना, so it's like it's just about those 3 hours. You know, one bad phase of game can turn around the game like completely on its head. So that's what happened in वर्ल्ड कप सेमीफाइनल as well. Like इंडिया न्यूजीलैंड पहुंच गए थे और सब लोग इंडिया को आउटराइट फेवरेट ऐसे बता रहे थे, and then it's just a matter of 1 day or 2 days in that World Cup semi-final.
Or 45 minutes of bad
Just
cricket.
As
just
Ravi
a minute.
Shastri,
Whenever I come to the hangout, is it necessary to talk about the semi-final? It hurts.
Yeah. No, that hurts.
as Ravi Shastri keeps defending himself and the team, that just 45 minutes of bad cricket that cost us the World Cup. So that's just an example to say कि नॉकआउट वाले दिन तो आप कुछ प्रेडिक्ट कर ही नहीं सकते, कौन सा टीम कौन सा प्लेयर ऐसा, क्योंकि 2020 तो फॉर्मेट ऐसा है कि वन लाइक 15 मिनट ऑफ ब्रिलियंस ऑफ समबडी इंडिविजुअल, मतलब कोई एक अकेला भी मैच पूरा चेंज कर सकता है. तो आई कांट रियली से एज ऑफ नाउ कि कौन ये आरसीबी आगे कैसा जाएगा, बिकॉज जब आईपीएल शुरू होता है तो इट्स relatively and slightly easier to predict the top 4 which you think will qualify. But once you have got those teams who will qualify, then to predict कि यार उस दिन पे कौन कैसा खेल जाएगा, वो फिर थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो जाता है. होने को तो ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि मुंबई जैसी टीम हो सकता है आरसीबी से भी हार जाए in playoffs. So you never know.
वैसे लीग स्टेज में भी हारे हैं, तो ऐसे नहीं है कि वो सरप्राइज होगा. फर्स्ट लीग गेम इन द सुपर ओवर मुंबई इंडियंस गॉट बीटन बाय आरसीबी. Sorry Sankeet, it's not about to remind you, but it's about the possibilities.
What I mean is कि 4 टीम जाने वाली है, 4 टीम जो जा रही हैं उसमें से सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रांग मुंबई है, एंड इवन इफ एसआरएच और केकेआर में से कोई भी जो भी जाती है, ये चारों में से भी आरसीबी लुक्स द वीकेस्ट राइट नाउ, राइट? So RCB versus MI, strongest versus weakest. So just what I'm saying is कि knockout वाले दिन पता नहीं चलता कि कोई भी टीम किसी.
No, that's fair enough.
One funny thing is that I was predicting this, like the same thing, that MI will cruise their way to the final, and final में RCB के सामने like they'll choke. I don't know why, but RCB, I have that feeling.
RCB के सामने you've just given a slight attack to Sunny. Okay, you don't say that. When Sunny is on air and you say RCB ahead of Delhi Capitals, he gets, he almost gets a panic attack. So yeah, let's.
And Ankit ने मेरी Delhi final ना जाने की prediction को भी support किया था.
Yeah, वो तो तेरी prediction देखा जाएगा. Let's now, we also have the, apart from our 4, all of us are fans and we talk about the game. Let's take the, people who have made our show super successful, guys. I have to say this, every day we get around 25,000 people watching our show. For us, it's a huge thing. We are not experts. We are not cricketers, ex-cricketers. But the fact that you people are watching our show so regularly, it tells us that we are doing something right. So it's not that we are wasting our time and your time, about talking about the game. So let me quickly read out a few comments from our regular. Swapnil is our regular. He says, not sure what positive DC will take into qualifier number 1. At one stage, Dhawan and Rahane were batting. They were about to win in 17-18 overs and could have ruined RCB's chances. Thought they were scared of losing the game. Not sure where this mindset will take them. Exactly right, Swapnil. That's what we discussed towards the beginning of the show. Pushkar, my statman, he says this is the first IPL season since 2013 where no match is cancelled or DL is applied. Well, my friend, if you continue to play at UAE, you will never get a match where you have a DL getting into the game, because it hardly rains in UAE, especially at this time of the year. He also says that Ashwin dismissed Kohli for the first time in 125 balls, which is like 21 overs. Okay. Longest streak by a bowler batsman dismissal. All right. Thank you. We didn't know that. The current standing is also Kohli against Bravo with 98 balls. Dhawan 4th time, 500 plus in a season. Next only to Warner and Kohli. Oh man. Dhawan इतना कुछ कर चुका है. मतलब मैंने सोचा था कि वो 8 दे रहा है सिर्फ.
550 रन बना चुका है वो.
Very good, yeah. Tomorrow SRH will win because MI will play the bench players. Ritvik, we will touch base on that game in a bit. Swapnil says DC and RCB don't deserve to win playoffs. I agree with you, Swapnil. He says MI, KXIP, SRH and KKR should have been there. Oh, Keshav would have something to say that he has not included CSK. Pradyuman says, well, KKR played good in previous game, but still ruling RCB out. Okay, I didn't understand your statement, but प्रद्युमन से मेरे को याद आया CID वाला, दया कुछ तो गड़बड़ है। तो मतलब सनी मेरे को आज की गड़बड़ की ये बात बता कि डीसी इतना अंडर कॉन्फिडेंस क्यों खेल रही थी भाई?
यार आई थिंक वो शो के स्टार्टिंग में हम लोगों ने बात करी थी कि शिखर धवन इज गोइंग टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया, सो ही गिफ्टेड इट टू कोहली। ओके, विल टेक यू विद अस टू द
नहीं
प्लेऑफ्स।
मतलब डर के क्यों खेल रहा था वो? डर के क्यों खेल रहे थे इतना? Delhi Capitals of all teams, they, you know, I know that they have been on a 5-match losing streak, but when you know that when you have restricted RCB to 150 plus, you could have planned to get this over and done with by 16 overs and knock out RCB. Because what happens, I thought coach like Ponting, मैं सोच रहा था कि वो बोलेगा कि let's make a statement right before we go to the playoffs. Its statement is that we don't only qualify for the playoff at number 2, but we have knocked one team out already. That's the statement which a Ponting kind of a guy who has won so many World Cups would have said. But that doesn't seem to work, Sunny.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to work. And at one stage, even I thought कि Delhi gonna finish it in I think 15 to 17 overs maximum, and we're gonna see the KKR making it to the playoffs with SRH. But that didn't happen. I don't know what kind of approach they had after Dhawan got out to again a rash shot he played. He has been playing that kind of shot when he get a score of 50 or 100, and he gets into that zone. Okay, let me try something else, something unorthodox which I'm not comfortable with, and he gets out with that. So not I don't know what the approach was, but as you're talking about the approach, I'm very surprised the way Virat Kohli reacted to the loss here. Even after losing the game, he was smiling.
नहीं वो कैसे बोला था ना, हाँ पहुंच गए। तो जैसे कि वो मतलब 20 माले की बिल्डिंग पे आप जब लिफ्ट काम नहीं करती और आप चल के आखिरकार पहुंच जाते हो, आपको ये सोचकर खुशी होती है कि भाई हम पहुंच गए 20वें फ्लोर पे, ये सोच के गुस्सा नहीं आता कि लिफ्ट बंद थी। So that's the kind of mindset Virat had at this point of time. Let me throw a question to you, Keshav. यहाँ पे उत्सव ने लिखा है, on a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed are you with Shaw? And why is your answer 11? I like that, Utsav. You want to take that, Keshav?
Sorry, I couldn't get it. Can you come again?
He says on a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed are you with Prithvi Shaw? And why is your answer 11? Is what he said.
I think the answer is 11 because he's just 11 kg overweight from then how much he should be ideally. That's why he's an 11. And अभी हम बात कर रहे थे कि क्यों दिल्ली ने थोड़ा सा अंडरवेलमिंगली परफॉर्म किया। तो अभी मैं पढ़ रहा था, श्रेयस अय्यर इन द पोस्ट मैच सेड we knew it was a do or die game, and we just focused on winning it because we know that if we just win it, we'll make it to the second spot, and we didn't focus on the net run rate. So that could be one of the reasons. And other reason मुझे लगता है, वैसा जरूरी नहीं है सच हो, this could be a ploy also. अभी आपको नॉकआउट वाले दिन अगर ऑप्शन मिले कि सामने आरसीबी हो या एसआरएच या केकेआर हो, तो आप क्या सोचोगे? आप तो आरसीबी सोचोगे ना, भैया एबी और कोहली को आउट करो और मैच आधा हमारे कब्जे में है। तो आई थिंक ये प्लॉय भी हो सकता है कि तुम आराम से बस जीतने का करो, इनको पहुंचने दो। तो कल उल्टा हुआ, चेन्नई ने जब पंजाब को रहा था तो कि भाई हम तो डूबेंगे सनम, तुमको भी साथ में लेके डूबेंगे। आज उसका उल्टा हुआ है कि हम तो तैरेंगे और तुमको भी तैरा के आएंगे और फिर बाद में हराएंगे।
लेकिन बेटा देख, तेरी खुद की बात को मतलब इट्स अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट स्टेटमेंट ना। एक भी अगर कोहली या एबी का दिन हो गया,
केशव इज ट्राइंग टू से कि दिल्ली इज गोना मेक द फाइनल बिकॉज़ ही सेड कि में लेके जाएंगे और बाद में हराएंगे।
ये देखिए, समझ नहीं आ रहा इसको सनी को। भाई अगर मुंबई से हार जाते हैं दिल्ली वाले, तो फिर तो क्वालिफायर 2 खेलेंगे ना अगर बैंगलोर हरा देगी।
हाँ,
तो वही तो
तूने ये बोला कि तुमको भी लेके जाएंगे और बाद में हराएंगे। यू मेंट इट फॉर आरसीबी कि दिल्ली ने
दिल्ली के लिए बोला मैंने। भाई आज जैसा वो खेले हैं कि दिल्ली ने बोला कि हम तो तैरेंगे, तुमको भी साथ में लेके जाएंगे। क्योंकि अभी मैं दिल्ली का पर्सपेक्टिव में शूज में होके सोच रहा हूँ कि अगर तुम दिल्ली हो और अगर तुम्हें क्वालिफायर में ऑप्शन मिले कि आप एक रिसर्जेंट एसआरएच से भिड़ना चाहोगे या फिर आप केकेआर से, जो कि लुक्स लाइक अ मच बेटर टीम नाउ आफ्टर रसल इज बैक एंड आल्सो स्कोर्ड सम रन्स, या फिर आप आरसीबी से लड़ना चाहोगे तो पिछले 4 मैच हारते हुए आ रही है, तो ऑफ कोर्स दे वुड वांट आरसीबी ना।
तो भाई मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ केशव, यू सेड कि दिल्ली फाइनल में नहीं पहुंचेगा, यू सेड दैट, अब यू आर ट्राइंग टू से
मैं
कि
अभी भी वही
आरसीबी
कह रहा
के
हूँ
साथ हम
यार।
क्वालिफायर 2 खेलेंगे और उन्हें हराएंगे, दैट मींस दिल्ली विल
संकित और मैं संकित और मैं चाय पी के आते हैं, मैं चाय पी के आते हैं हम दोनों जाके, तुम दोनों ये सॉल्व कर लो, और मैं ये दे रहा हूँ यहाँ से, जो भी एक दूसरे को उठा के फेंक के मारो।
सनी को कुछ
टाइम आउट
संकेत समझते हैं भाई।
ठीक है, सुन केशव सुन,
guys केशव इज जस्ट ट्राइंग टू से दैट कि वो उसके हिसाब से डीसी नहीं जाएगी, बट गिवन डीसी अ चॉइस बिटवीन आरसीबी एंड एसआरएच, दे वुड प्रेफर आरसीबी।
दैट आई गॉट।
तो फिर क्वालिफायर तक नहीं पहुंचे ना, फाइनल तो नहीं पहुंचे ना, फिर भी मेरे हिसाब से।
सनी और मेरा पॉइंट ये है जो हमने समझा है केशव, कि जब तू बोल रहा है कि डीसी फाइनल नहीं जाएगी, रिगार्डलेस ऑफ व्हिच टीम दे प्ले, दे शुडंट बी रीचिंग टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट स्टेज, सो दैट्स व्हाट वी थॉट, बट एनीवेज I got it. We got it.
भाई
we want to
फाइनल अभी भी नहीं जाएगी, क्योंकि टॉप 2 में गए हैं, तो क्वालिफायर 1 हार के 2 तो खेलना ही खेलना है ना।
देख 10 नवंबर को हम लोग बात करेंगे, ठीक है, 10 नवंबर वाले दिन, उससे पहले ही बात करेंगे, उस दिन से पहले पता चल जाएगा कि कौन फाइनल। हाँ, तो 8 नवंबर को बात करेंगे। Let's move to the next point. I know that we get into digression mode sometimes. Let me take Swapnil's point. He said if CSK had given sparkless players chance earlier, I would have definitely included CSK in playoffs. Man, oh man, Swapnil, you know how to choose your words, okay? And धोनी, वो कल से मेरे को पता नहीं, ये जो definitely not बहुत ट्रेंड कर रहा है, बहुत लोग खुश हैं केशव की तरह कि धोनी रिटायर नहीं हो रहा। Yesterday was a sad day for धोनी fans. It should have been, और खेलेगा, अगले साल भी खेलेगा। अरे भाई रुक जा, मत खेल, मतलब और कितना तेरे को देखेंगे हम स्ट्रगल करते हुए। But Keshav, you know, you are the only one who's raising your hand like that. Dhoni has been a shadow of himself. He is not going to.
फैन कभी ऐसा सोच ही नहीं सकता है। और दूसरी बात रही कि अगर ये आईपीएल में उसने परफॉर्म नहीं किया, तो ऐसे बहुत प्लेयर हैं जो इस आईपीएल में नहीं परफॉर्म कर पाए, तो क्या खेलना छोड़ दें? मैक्सवेल ने कहा एक छक्का भी नहीं मारा, खेलना छोड़ दे वो अगले सीजन।
मैक्सवेल को तो छोड़ देना।
उसने रिटायरमेंट ले लिया ऑल फॉर्म्स ऑफ क्रिकेट से, क्यों? मतलब अपने आप को घसीट रहा है धोनी ने।
ऑल फॉर्म से नहीं ली, सिर्फ इंटरनेशनल से लिया है। I think you are thinking about Watson.
Keshav,
Imam, how the mighty have fallen.
All forms of cricket मतलब टेस्ट, वनडे एंड T20. I did not say professional cricket से रिटायरमेंट ली है, वो शेन वॉटसन ने ली है।
All forms means first class, domestic, सब कुछ होता है।
Okay, answer this question. Will he be playing any kind of cricket apart from T20 for CSK? Yes or no?
He could play Syed Mushtaq Ali tournament to prepare for IPL.
He cannot.
Why?
Because he has told the BCCI he is not going to play in any of those tournaments, including T20, because Mushtaq Ali is for people who want to play for India. It's not for retired cricketers.
तो ठीक है, even if he doesn't play, अगला IPL 4.5 महीने बाद है, तो कितना ही फर्क पड़ जाएगा।
यही प्रॉब्लम है कि उसको क्रिकेट नहीं खेलेगा वो कहीं भी। वो नेट प्रैक्टिस में वो स्पिनर्स को बहुत दूर दूर के छक्के मारता है, एक्चुअल मैच में वो नहीं खेल पाएगा। But anyways, let's not talk about. Let's change the topic because I know that you're not going to.
I want to tell something.
Funny, Kapil.
Let's take उसने?
केशव, मैं बोल लूं? Delhi has now actually became the only team to have finished on the position from 1 to 10. They are the only team who have finished on every position.
In 2009 they were number 1 when we won the championship.
2009 and 2012 they were number 1.
I really like this. You guys stick to what we were discussing. Me, Keshav have this tendency to go after Dhoni's life. I go after Dhoni's life and Keshav tries to save him. So this is what happens every time. But again, Keshav, the only
एक लास्ट पॉइंट, अगर
हाँ,
अगला
बोल,
आईपीएल
बोल।
1 साल बाद होता ना, तो मैं भी बोलता कि ठीक है, इसको अभी नहीं खेलना चाहिए। 1 साल का गैप बहुत लंबा होता है, बट 4.5 महीने का गैप है यार। और उसने खुद बोल दिया कि नाउ आई हैव टू पास ऑन द बैटन टू फ्यूचर जनरेशन, तो टीम तैयार करेगा ना अभी से आईपीएल।
मैं एक लास्ट पॉइंट मैं बोल दूं केशव, अब ये सुन ले। इट्स नॉट अबाउट 1 साल या इट्स नॉट अबाउट नेक्स्ट मंथ. Dhoni has not his what is his main job? Dhoni's his main job is to bat along with wicket keep. ठीक है? T20 cricket में you would not want a keeper who changes the course of the game. One-day cricket और टेस्ट क्रिकेट में फिर भी 50 ओवर और टेस्ट मैच का गेम है, विकेट कीपर becomes really important. यहाँ पे कोई भी टॉम डिक एंड हैरी कीपिंग कर लेगा. केएल राहुल कर रहा है इतने टाइम से, he is not a regular wicket keeper. So my point is his batting is मतलब मेन उसका जो मेन स्टे है उसकी बैटिंग है. And his highest score in the tournament in the 14 matches has been 46. So what will he do in the if he plays also 6 months के बाद ही आईपीएल है, पर क्या मतलब एक जगह तो तू वो रोक के रखेगा ना भाई, मतलब कैप्टनसी के लिए तो खिलाएगा कि सिर्फ धोनी को. सिर्फ now you're talking like that emotional fan कि चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स मतलब कौन याद आता है? महेंद्र सिंह धोनी. भाई याद आता है, याद आया था, 12 साल याद किया. अभी जाओ आप अपनी बच्ची के साथ, अपनी बीवी के साथ यार एंजॉय करो लाइफ. When you're not performing, you don't deserve to be in the 11. That's my point.
एक सीजन फेल हुआ और आप उसको जो 12 सीजन चला है उसका कुछ नहीं.
Keshav,
guys, let's focus.
He is not playing international cricket anymore. There is no Glenn Maxwell can go back in domestic cricket. He can go back to playing for Australia and then come back again.
If you go by that logic, lot of people are not playing international. Watson ने 3 साल पहले छोड़ दिया था, 19 का पूरा सीजन फेल चला, फाइनल में मारी ना इनिंग एक.
वो छोड़ दे, मतलब केशव वॉटसन की बात नहीं कर.
अरे
अब तू धोनी का कंपैरिजन वॉटसन की बात ला रहा है खुद के चेन्नई के बंदे से जो आज जिसने क्विट किया है प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेट. सो
मैं सिर्फ ये एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं कि उसने 18 और 19 का सीजन खेला विदाउट प्लेइंग इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल.
All right, but I think it's very good that he's playing for the other 7 teams. I'm absolutely sure that all of them will be happy that next year also CSK will be the team to beat easily.
You said he has 2 most important roles के हैं, बैटिंग और विकेट कीपिंग, बट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट रोल कैप्टेंसी और मेंटरशिप होगा अगले सीजन,
जो उसने ये साल बहुत सही तरीके से की. Okay, let's move on to the next point which you want to talk about. Okay, so let's talk about the game in hand tomorrow. Now I want to spend some time talking about this because we have 3 guests here. So let me start with you, Sunny. Sunny, do you think now that tomorrow Mumbai Indians have gone ahead, they have gone ahead and almost sealed, not almost, they have sealed the top 2 finish, the top 1 finish. They'll play Delhi Capitals and the game will be in the next 2 or 3 days time. Do you see Mumbai Indians to tactically rest a lot of their key players, or do you think that Mumbai Indians will say, hang on, the playoff is not too far away, let's play our best team and let's knock out SRH and make a statement? What do you think the approach will be, Sunny?
Personally I feel it could be giving rest to their main players, because see what happens in qualifier once. If you win, you go straight away to the final. So for that, I think Mumbai Indians would be looking to rest their main players so that they can be much more energetic when it comes to the qualifier 1, and definitely they want to make it to the yet another final once again. And I feel that they're gonna test their bench strength in the match tomorrow against SRH. And given the ground is Sharjah, so I have a feeling that even Rutherford could be playing the match tomorrow against SRH.
Yeah, he's not a bad player either. So Samkit, let's ask the Mumbai guy, the guy who is the biggest fan of Mumbai Indians. What do you think, Samkit? What is going to happen tomorrow, as per you?
Imam, they should definitely rest the players. So we have a game in 48 hours after that. It's not that we have 2 days, 3 days gap. We just have a 1 day gap in between. So they should definitely have the players rested. I have a 11 for tomorrow. If I can go ahead.
Oh yeah, go on, man.
So
absolutely, that's why we wanted to spend more time here. Yeah, because this first game doesn't deserve to be spoken at length.
Guys.
So let's stop it, huh?
Chris Lynn, Anmolpreet Singh, Sharfan Rutherford, Digvijay Deshmukh, Aditya Tare, Anukul Roy, Jayant Yadav, Mish McLennan captain, Mohsin Khan, Prince Balwant Singh, and Dhalwal Kulkarni. So this is my team for MI tomorrow.
खिलाओ प्लीज खिलाओ. मैं हाथ जोड़ ये टीम खिला लो भाई. As a SRH fan, that will be my dream.
Imam, what would you do if they play and still SRH loses?
Then SRH doesn't deserve to be in the top 4. As simple as that. मतलब
अगर ऐसा होता है तो आईपीएल की ट्रॉफी कल ही पकड़ा दो मुंबई को.
Yeah, so but on a serious note, we know that they will not rest so many players.
Yeah.
3 or 4
on a serious
players,
note,
maybe.
I think they should definitely rest Bolt, Bumrah, and Quinton de Kock. So these 3 I would definitely rest.
Okay, Keshav, your thoughts about Mumbai resting or not resting players?
I don't think they'll rest. Maybe the fast bowlers. Apart from that, I don't see them because there is a momentum that's been with them throughout the tournament, and it has happened with playing with almost the same 11 or just a couple of changes.
13 players.
So, and Jayawardene is a kind of a coach who doesn't like to disrupt too many things. Like if you've seen the MI का documentary on Netflix, जितना मैंने notice किया है रोहित और Jayawardene की thinking को, I don't think they'll make too many changes. So maybe a Bumrah or a Bolt could be rested, but other than that, I don't see them. क्योंकि अगर आपने मान लो कल थोड़ा सा पेडल पे से एक्सेलरेशन पे से अगर पाँव छोड़ दिया और अगर कल आपको वन साइडेड 1% मार दिया SRH ने, तो वो कॉन्फिडेंस पे भी उसका असर पड़ता है और आप अगले गेम में वो लेके जाओ. So you would want to keep winning and be in that zone कि we are the best.
My rest will be KKR's unrest.
Keshav,
Pushkar Pant. Man,
Keshav,
fantastically said. Yeah, Samkit bol.
Yeah. So the point here is like, yes, it will hamper the confidence, but the confidence will be hampered if they are going for the win, right? If they're not even going for the win, why will the confidence get hampered? So it is better
Which
to
team
rest the
goes
player
for in any match?
and make
Every
them.
team goes for
No,
win.
no.
His
No,
point
so
is
basically,
that tomorrow's
won't it be
match
better?
is a
You have fresh
non-consequential
players-
match for
you have
them.
fresh players in- Yeah, so you have fresh players in the qualifier, and you play the best team then, and they will give their 100% instead of they being like tired and giving 80%. Won't it be better for all the 11 players to give their 100% on that day? And suppose
ये
suppose
professional
nothing happens to any player tomorrow, like any injury might happen, anything can happen, right?
ये लोग प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेटर है भाई. 1.5 महीने से वैसे भी लगातार खेल रहे हैं. एक दिन एक्स्ट्रा रेस्ट करने से कोई इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा.
Given a
और
देख,
ऊपर
तेरा
से
पॉइंट देख, वही है केशव जो तूने पॉइंट बोला है. 1.5 महीने से लगातार खेल रहे हैं. कल का गेम इनकॉन्सिक्वेंशियल गेम है. मतलब कल के गेम से सिर्फ वो 20 पे जाएंगे, जो फर्क नहीं गिरेगा. दे विल बी एट द टॉप ऑफ द टेबल एनी व्हिच वेज.
यार
had it been a decider for top two,
I know, but एक टीम का 20 पे खत्म करना, it's like you are showing your intimidation to the tournament and to other teams. वो एक जो मुंबई का दबदबा बना हुआ है ना, जाते जाते वो एक गेम हार जाते हैं, तो यार मुझे नहीं लगता कि this is the right approach.
Okay.
so मतलब हाँ, you have
It's nice
your
to
points,
hear.
but
Nice to hear a neutral view and a view from
भाई
the fan.
हमेशा ruthless होना चाहिए. It's like saying कि यार चलो आपने 3-0 जीत ली है एक 5 मैच की सीरीज, अगले 2 मैच में अपने वो खिला दो. Why not go for a whitewash?
I'll just give you an analogy from football. What happens? So you have 3 games on Sunday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Wednesday game is irrelevant, so you would definitely rest and play your secondary squad in Wednesday game so that your players are fresh in Sunday. Why not the same thing here? Because even
But
if Mumbai finish
that's
at 18 and lose the last game, whatever in whatever fashion, I don't think no one will take Mumbai lightly if they lose tomorrow.
Agreed. Fair enough.
But
केशव देख,
why
केशव
would any
वो तेरा जो एनालॉजी है ना संकित, वो समझेगा नहीं ज्यादा. क्योंकि केशव होने दे या मैं या सनी, इवन दो आई फॉलो अ बिट ऑफ ईपीएल एंड स्पेनिश लीगा, वी डोंट वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ फुटबॉल, यूएफए चैंपियंस लीग, ये थोड़ी
नहीं,
चीजें
बट
देखते हैं हम।
यहाँ पे वो एनालॉजी इसलिए मेरे लिए काम नहीं कर रही है क्योंकि ये जो संडे का बोला ना उसने, तो जो तीसरा संडे है वो नॉकआउट राउंड शुरू है भाई, कोई वो लीग मैच नहीं है। लीग मैच होता तो मुझे, अगर मान लो मुंबई के 2 मैच बचे होते, फिर मुझे समझ आता कि चलो रेस्ट कर लो। अभी एक मैच के बाद आपने यू योरसेल्फ सेड कि 48 घंटे में खेलना है, मतलब एक दिन का गैप नहीं है, वो तो 2 दिन का गैप हो गया ना, कि अगर कल रात को खेल रहे हैं फिर उससे 2 दिन बाद तो 48 आवर्स तो है। तो ऐसा भी नहीं है
ठीक
कि
है
अगले
केशव,
दिन
एक काम कर,
दो
तो
दिन
फोन
का
कर
रेस्ट मिलेगा
जयवर्धने
फिर भी।
को,
2 दिन का
जयवर्धने
रेस्ट
को
तो मिलेगा।
कॉल लगा के बोल कि भाई किसी को रेस्ट मत दो, सब पूरी बेस्ट 11 खिलाने के लिए बोल। बट आई एग्री विथ व्हाट संकित इज सेइंग, आई सी हिज पॉइंट, सी हिज पॉइंट इज वेरी सिंपल केशव, whatever you say, the point is tomorrow's game for MI is irrelevant game. Tomorrow they win, they lose, it doesn't matter to them on the points table, it doesn't matter to them on their confidence, because they know what they can do, because they have shown it in the entire tournament. Yes, Sunny.
I just agree with Keshav on one point that resting either Bumrah or Bolt could be beneficial for them, but resting so many players won't be good for MI.
No. So Sunny, here we are not talking about resting many players. I think all the main contributors, let's say a Surya Kumar Yadav, they might rest him because he gets injured, then he's a star batsman right now. Decock, they can have Ishan Kishan keep and play a Chris Lynn, open the batting with him, give him a chance. He's also a dangerous player. These two ho gaye aapke. Then you have a Trent Bolt and a Jasprit Bumrah. So you play a Sheffield Rutherford in place of Bolt, and you can bring in a Dhaval Kulkarni in place of Bumrah. So that's what can happen. 3 or 4 changes at the max. It's not that कि 11 की 11 नहीं खिलाएंगे. वो नहीं
इंजरी का
होगा.
डर
11 वाले तो it was 11 was the
Yeah.
funny part.
Yeah, that was the joke. Correct.
Even I believe that.
लेकिन इंजरी के डर
you
से
have a SRH fan.
कहीं इनको इम्पोर्टेंट मैच से पहले इंजरी ना हो जाए, वो थोड़ा अजीब लॉजिक है। ऐसे तो फिर इनको पूरे लीग राउंड में बाहर बिठाओ भाई, सीधा नॉकआउट में लेके आएंगे। ये इंजरी का डर क्या होता है?
It was
See,
important, right, to reach the
Keshav,
knockout.
come on, Keshav. We have been watching enough cricket to know that niggle can take place at any time. So the point he's trying to make is tomorrow's game जब वो inconsequential है, तो niggle क्यों, वो risk क्यों ले? वो एक player को burn out क्यों करे?
My only point is a team like Mumbai would want to keep the winning momentum. वो नहीं चाहेंगे हम किसी भी सूरत में हारे।
Okay. So I think we've got both the points. It's like and Samkit is quite new here. He's been, so the thing is, Samkit, we do not argue with a lot with Keshav, because once you get into an argument with Keshav, he's a Virat Kohli and Ravi Shastri equivalent in this group. So even if his point is as bad as MS Dhoni playing the next year's IPL, he keeps on playing and defending that point to the tilt. He will not give up. He will say कि धोनी के फायदे वो 1000 फायदे बताएगा कि क्या करेगा धोनी, in spite of the fact he has been a failure this season. All right, and also Keshav, I'll give you some news. Like you, there are few people who are using very beautiful language against me on this group. I have created a lot of enemies, I can say, because most of them are Dhoni's fans. They are talking about कि भाई कैसे बोल सकता है ये.
उनको छोड़ो, ये पैनल पे ही देख लो, आपके अलावा नोबडी एग्रीज कि धोनी को अगला आईपीएल नहीं खेलना चाहिए।
भाई साहब, सनी बोल रहा है कि 6 महीने बाद है, वो खेल रहा है तो खेल लेने दे, वो अग्री नहीं कर रहा है तेरे से। गिवन एन ऑप्शन सनी, वुड यू वांट टू सी ए धोनी इन आईपीएल 2021? रुक जा, पूछ ले।
पॉइंट बोला था तो सनी ने एग्री किया था मुझसे।
रुक जा,
अरे मेरे को बोलने तो दो कोई यार।
बोल सनी।
See, Imam Bhai, the only reason I think that the IPL is just 4.5 months away, and that's why he's playing. If it would have been a 1-year gap, he would have taken the retirement in last game.
Okay, but no, forget about that logic, Ray. If let's say you are a CSK management, a practical management, not an emotional one. वो जो CSK के धोनी, तूरे धोनी से नाम से जाने जा, वो सब नहीं. Practical CSK management. Would you have played Dhoni?
It's a tough ask because
no, I talk about as a neutral.
Not as a fan, but as a I just want to give some logic to it. CSK, they are still searching for his replacement as a captain. So playing MS Dhoni in the next IPL is crucial for them, because that what actually will happen, even if they get a player, then MS Dhoni will be there to groom him and to provide the on-field strategies there. So for me, I don't think it's a wrong move.
Okay.
Thank you, Sunny.
Just to, yeah, just to add to Sunny's point, so
Yes, Ankit.
Imam, even I will be against you in this.
Yeah, please,
So
please do.
if there
Please do.
had been a no, if there had been a mega auction this time, they might have thought of replacing him. But because there is no mega auction this time, they cannot replace everyone, right? They have so many loopholes in their team that they have to fix
Yes,
first, and MS Dhoni is not
correct.
the topmost priority. And
Hmm.
with this,
Okay.
in 5 months, he can gracefully pass on the baton.
You know what? I take all your points, guys, because and even when Keshav was speaking, his opinion is counted. I respect that, but I am just putting out my opinion. I strongly feel a player knows when he has to move out from the team. People should ask why and why not. Okay, that stage if you get yourself into, Dale Steyn has got himself into a situation like this. People are laughing about this guy. They used to tremble facing a Dale Steyn on a Johannesburg track, but people are laughing looking at his hairstyle and the way he's getting smashed. And I don't want that to a player like Dhoni. It's already has started to happen with him. I think even though I understand the sentiment behind keeping him is not his batting, is not his keeping. It's just that the mentor role, which they can still take as not as a player, they can have him as a mentor instead of playing the game itself. But anyways, I think I respect the
Okay,
points which you
Imam,
have given.
what if next season he scores runs and takes CSK to playoff? Will you retract from your statement?
No, no. Dhoni is done for me. He shouldn't be
अरे
playing the next
अगर
IPL.
रन बनाते
That's my
तो फिर
point.
कैसे?
अरे भाई देख वो मेरा point है ना देख मेरा point को you have to respect. You like it, you
I
don't like it.
I am respecting your point because ये सीजन वो फेल हुआ, इसीलिए मेरा काउंटर आया कि अगले सीजन में अगर रन बनाता है
वो
और
नहीं
सीएसके को
बनाएगा.
हाँ
वो नहीं बना सकेगा केशव.
वो तो बिकॉज यू आर थिंकिंग इट राइट नाउ, इसीलिए हाइपोथेटिकली पूछ रहा हूँ, अगर बनाता तो देन व्हाट विल
देख
यू से?
I'm not saying I'm thinking. I'm saying I'm being logical. He doesn't have cricket to play. How will he improve? तेरे को मेरे को अगर यहाँ बात करनी है, how will we do well here if we do more of it, right? More shows करेंगे और फैन से इंटरेक्ट करेंगे. यहाँ पे धोनी के पास क्रिकेट नहीं है खेलने के लिए. How will he
भाई
improve?
देखो इमाम, ये वाला जो सीजन था ना, वो धोनी 1.25 साल तक क्रिकेट नहीं खेला था, इसलिए आप यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा उसको लीवे दे सकते हो. अगला आईपीएल क्योंकि 4-5 महीने बाद है, इसलिए हम लोग बोल रहे हैं. और इसीलिए मेरा काउंटर आया कि ये वाला आईपीएल अगर मान लो उसका प्रैक्टिस सेशन के टाइप पे हो गया, उसको थोड़ा टच में आ गया है, तो इसीलिए अगला सीजन में अगर रन बनाता है तो आप क्या बोलोगे? मेरा सिंपल सवाल है.
मैं बोल दिया ना वो नहीं बनाएगा लॉजिकली. मेरे को तेरे से पूछने दे, अगर वो 6 मैचेस में मैच नहीं खेलता और रन नहीं बनाता और सीएसके उसमें से 4 हारती है, वुड यू वांट टू सी धोनी क्विट देन एंड देयर?
या मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, जैसे आपने मेरे से काउंटर किया है कि रन नहीं
मिड
बनाएगा और
सीजन
सीएसके
मिड सीजन मिड
मिड
सीजन
सीजन नहीं, मैं एंड की बात कर रहा हूँ कि
तो मतलब एक
भाई
और
अगर
आईपीएल चेन्नई का गया.
नहीं आईपीएल खत्म होने के बाद अगर उसके स्टैट्स अच्छे नहीं रहेंगे और सीएसके क्वालिफाई नहीं करता प्लेऑफ के लिए, तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं रिट्रैक्ट करूंगा कि हाँ भैया रिटायर हो जाना चाहिए. लेकिन
Okay.
आप उसका जवाब नहीं
अरे
दे
वो
रहे, आप अपने सिचुएशन का
even if
जवाब
you
नहीं
get
दे रहे कि और सीएसके को लेके जाएगा, तो आप क्या बोलोगे फिर?
देख पॉइंट ये है केशव, वो अगर जिता भी देगा तो वो अगले साल उसको रिटायर होना ही है, तो वो जब होने के बजाय अब हो जाए. खैर एनीवे, Samkit and Sunny are getting bored of this conversation, so Prabhu is saying
Let's come
Imam
to
Bhai Dhoni
SRH.
will play good cricket. Okay, Imam Bhai Dhoni will play good cricket if they play in India. Okay, Prabhu's point is कि अगर ये आईपीएल इंडिया में हो तो अच्छा खेलेगा. Excellent point, Prabhu. That I can agree slightly, क्योंकि ग्राउंड स्मॉल होते हैं तो आपको मौका मिलता है छिक्के मारने का. दुबई में अगर आईपीएल होता है तो धोनी का सेम फेट होने वाला है even in 2021. Okay.
It is more than
Prediction.
confirmed that we are having Dubai.
Yeah, almost confirmed. Yes, but we officially नहीं आया है. Let's see. So let's take the prediction
Without
for
before the
tomorrow.
prediction, Imam, हैदराबाद का कुछ नहीं बोलना. What their approach will be.
See, their approach will be
Anything
very
from you?
simple, Samkit. There's, I for one have, as Keshav will have seen, as Sunny would have seen, there have been a lot of instances in this tournament where I felt like a resigned. I have given a resigned look. I've resigned almost as a fan because because not because I was, yes, because I was disappointed, but also the kind of injuries we have had. There's no Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, no Mitchell Marsh. There's so many injuries, and you did not have that player. तो उसके बाद
Yeah, so
आपको
there
मतलब
was,
क्या
there was this stat without Williamson, like 2 out of 6 victories, and with Williamson, 5 out of 7 victories. I think there was some stat like that. Not
yeah
100%
but
sure.
see,
So that tells us how
correct.
crucial Williamson for the team.
You know what, Samkit? The biggest takeaway from those stats is that Williamson did not contribute to winning cause. मतलब अकेला उसने मैच नहीं जीता है. The good part is that his presence in the team gives the confidence to people who play really well. That it gives them the freedom to play well. So I think that's where Williamson makes the difference rather than scoring runs off his bat. Just that psychological thing, he gives the freedom to the batters. So I think that's where. So Hyderabad, only one message for Hyderabad: go out there, give your best, man. You've reached into this position all because of your hard work. You could have easily gone away in this tournament much earlier, but you maintained your flow. You gave your fans a lot of joy. Just kal jeet jao Mumbai Indians se, and then whatever happens in playoff happens, because after that it's a lottery. As Keshav said, one good game, one bad hour, one good hour, one good over of any team, anything can happen in the playoffs.
The Williamson का
At
जो
least
rule
they are
है ना,
better
I
than some teams.
some similarity. Like I think what SRH would want Williamson to do is what Rahane did for Delhi today, because
Yeah,
at number 3 or 4, you need
good
that
point. Yes,
solidity who can just hold one and then also score a 40 ball 60 or 45 ball 65,
exactly.
something like that. And today Delhi looked a much better team because of the combination they played. Rahane at 3 and bringing Sams for Hetmeyer so that they get 12 overs of international experience and all. And we have been saying that for a long time now कि अगर रहाने को आपको खिलाना है तो उसको सेटल स्पॉट देके उसको उसका रोल समझ में आएगा ना, तो ही कैन कंट्रीब्यूट, जो राजस्थान के साथ करते आ रहा था, और वही आज उसने किया बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सपीरियंस ही ब्रिंग्स इन. एंड आई थिंक सेम फॉर Williamson. And Williamson not just for the batting but as you said presence, and also he could help Warner with some captaincy as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the fact that Holder, Williamson, and Warner, all these three are captains, I think is helping them somewhere or the other. Let's take quick predictions. We are
Rashid,
overboard with the time.
Rashid is also Afghanistan ka captain.
Rashid, yes. No, he's not the captain anymore. He's
नहीं,
relinquished
एक
it.
फॉर्मेट T20 में है
नहीं,
ना.
T20 में भी उसको दिया है ना. So what Rashid said that he doesn't want to be the captain. So ये वो अपना अफगान उसको दिया. So Samkit, let's go with you first. Prediction for tomorrow.
SRH.
Okay, Keshav.
I'll also go for SRH.
Okay, Sunny?
SRH.
Yes,
Fantastic. You know what? I'm so happy listening to this. I think somewhere it talks about a lot about the character which my team has shown, and I hope that just the more day tomorrow. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you something. I would want MI to play the full strength team, because if we can beat MI at full strength tomorrow, then we get into the playoffs with such a high, having beaten the team which is number 1 on the table, and we get into the playoffs against RCB, which will be a fantastic way. But again, abhi ek khayali pulav hai. We will see what
Emotions,
happens tomorrow.
emotions taking over strategy.
Exactly.
Again.
Imam bhai, just before we end this, I just want to play this.
Or please do, bhai. Please do. We'll mute ourselves. 1 second.
Yep. This is basically for CSK and MS Dhoni. And also, a Delhi and IPL trophy, you can say that.
सनी खुद को म्यूट
Sunny, you are
करके मत
muted.
बजाए, स्प्लाइट देता.
Sorry. That's it.
गाना नहीं वाला
I heard that, no, he played. गाना क्या था यार ये?
ये दिल बेचारा का है
हाँ.
Oh, man,
अरे ये
I heard this
गाना
somewhere. Okay.
ये गाना ये सीएसके के लिए इसलिए बोल रहा है बिकॉज गाने की लाइन है तुम ना हुए मेरे तो क्या मैं तुम्हारा तुम्हारा रहा तो वो आईपीएल को ट्रॉफी को
CSK and MS
सीएसके
Dhoni. CSK and MS Dhoni.
Awesome, man. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff.
And
गाया क्यों
Delhi
नहीं?
has
I
trophy.
thought कि अब इंस्ट्रूमेंट पे कर लेता हूँ गाना नेक्स्ट में कर लूंगा.
क्या
साथ
बात
साथ
है, क्या बात है.
जो
I think Delhi, you will wait for Delhi to lift that cup, Sunny, and come up with a fantastic song of 10 minutes. We'll mute ourselves for 10 minutes and you can sing in the finale. Okay, guys, Keshav, thank you so much. As usual, a pleasure talking to you. And I love this, discussions which, we don't, we agree to disagree. That's the beauty of a fans hangout. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Samkit, for coming in tonight. Really appreciate it. Sunny, thank you. Congratulations once again. Your team has finished in the top 2 and given you the 2 bites of the cherries. So you can attend more shows, have more delegate tolis, and you have a lot of fun as well. Can we look at the prediction table real quickly? कौन कहाँ पे है? आज केशव फिर हार गया, मतलब फिर गलत prediction दे दी. Can we see the team? Yeah, 33-25. Sunny has come very close to Keshav now. So मतलब केशव तो अभी केशव को overtake कर सकता है Sunny. So let's see what happens. So many people who watched and abused me also. So thank you people for abusing me. That means you're watching. Till the time you're watching, I don't mind. You abuse me, you give me good words. The fact is that you're watching. So that makes it really very interesting. But you know what? Mahendra Singh Dhoni, I just want to tell you, I love the guy. He is the one who won us so many World Cups and Champions trophies and stuff. I respect him to the core. And the reason why I don't want him to play further is because I know that he is not the same player anymore. That's the reason why I don't want to. It's not that I don't like Dhoni. It's about him retiring on a high rather than on a low. All right. Now that I clarified myself, thank you so much, guys. Ye Sunny, Delhi se bol de, last word. 10 seconds.
Next time I'll try to sing a song, play a song either on guitar or flute.
Fantastic. Fantasy.circleofcricket.com पे जाओ, अपनी टीम्स बनाओ, टीम्स बनाना मत भूलो, 42 lakhs worth prizes जीतो. Fantasy.circleofcricket.com is a place you go and make your teams. Thank you so much. Good night. Take care. We'll see you right after the game, hopefully after a SRH victory. Bye bye, guys. I'll sleep like this tonight.